Hi, it's Shelly, and welcome to my channel. What are we doing today? Based on my experience lately, surfing the net and my Facebook groups from Mexico, the burning question seems to be, how is the sargassum at the beach today? In today's video, we're heading beachside to check out the current situation in Puerto Morelos. We're between Cancun and Playa del Carmen, so we're right in the hot spot of where the tourists, the main tourists come here in Quintana Roo. And this is the place that many travelers are seeking information about the sargassum situation. While we're beachside today, we're also going to try to finish up our souvenir shopping and maybe check out a new place to get something to eat down at Portside. So come on, checking out the sargassum situation in the Riviera Maya is what we're doing today. So we're in the taxi and off to the main square in Puerto Morelos. First on the agenda is finding some breakfast. Someone suggested boquinete, and since we haven't tried it yet, we decided to check it out. They have a full breakfast menu, fruit bowls, eggs, paninis, and croissants, and a few Mexican dishes. They start you off with a little yogurt cup with granola and honey. That's a nice touch. The views from here are beautiful, and they have a beach club. Here you're getting a little glimpse of the sargassum situation here, but more on that later. The coffee here is excellent, and when paired with a little Baileys, even better. I had the eggs Benny, and Rick had an omelet. The food was presented very lovely, but honestly was a bit underwhelming. Maybe breakfast isn't their forte. The restaurant itself is lovely, with beautiful decor and views. Boquinete is located south of the main square, across from the Chedraui. Next up is some souvenir shopping. Along this stretch of roadway, there are multiple shops selling everything from clothing, souvenirs, hats, backpacks, more hats, hammocks, more hats, beach toys. The choices here are unending. The shopkeepers can be a bit aggressive, trying to lure you into their shops. I think they took some lessons from the guys on Fifth Avenue in Playa del Carmen. But really, they're great people, just trying to make a living. The thing I love most about shopping in Mexico is the colors. Everything is so vibrant and bright, and it just makes you feel joyous, even if the subject matter is a bit somber. Okay, so on to why you're watching, the sargassum situation. Sargassum is brown algae which seasonally occurs along the shores of the Mexican Caribbean Sea. It has arrived and will continue to arrive throughout the month of April. The season begins when the sea temperature rises and accelerates the reproduction of the algae. As the hot days arrive, the presence of sargassum will increase. These shots are from south of the pier in Puerto Morelos. Cancun hotels invest around $500,000 in containment and cleaning of the beaches. In Puerto Morelos, one of the most affected municipalities, the installation of barriers began at the start of April for 2,400 meters along the coast to aid with the reduction of the foul-smelling macroalgae. Satellite images showed a large stain accumulating near Honduras, which will arrive the first week of April and will coincide with Easter week. Much of the Mexican coast is currently being invaded by sargassum. The Mexican Navy works on removing the plant from the sea, and in March, more than 37,000 tons have been collected. Next, we're checking out north of the pier, and as you can see, the situation is better here due to the efforts of the municipality to clear up the beaches. Workers are dedicated to removing the sargassum that covers the beaches. The amounts arriving are increasing rapidly, aided by strong winds and currents. Unfortunately, the massive arrival of sargassum will continue throughout the month of April. The prediction is that in 2022, a greater amount will be generated. Sargassum season usually runs from April to August. The presence of sargassum greatly impacts the tourism business along the Riviera Maya coast. Hotels and other organizations involved with sargassum prevention are working at full capacity to ensure an enjoyable experience for tourists. I found that the sargassum wasn't that too bad today in Puerto Morelos, despite the scale that measures amounts being at red or excessive. Although the sargassum itself cannot harm your health, some tiny sea creatures that live in it can cause skin irritations and blisters. Please note that sargassum conditions are continually changing based on the winds and the currents. So while today is pretty good, tomorrow can be completely different. Just beyond the sargassum, the water is as blue and Caribbean as we picture it in our minds when we think of Mexican beaches. So don't let it deter you from coming here. The town and the people, the restaurants and the views are all still as beautiful as always. If you want to check on the status of the sargassum where you're traveling, there are a couple of resources. First is a streetlight type map, which is updated daily, and I'll put the link in the description below so you can check it out. This one is from April 7th, 2022. Next are the live webcams, which are available to look at all along the coast, from Cancun right down to Tulum. Just Google webcams Mexico and pick the location you want to see. This one's in Puerto Morelos from Casa Bandito, which is near Paradise Beach Club. This screenshot is from the morning of April 8th, 2022. If you find there's just too much sargassum on any given day, check out my video on 10 things to do in and around Puerto Morelos. There are at least 9 other things to do besides the beach here. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos about Mexico and Canada. Thank you for watching.